Hi everyone. I wanted to give you an update on my side effects I've been experiencing since starting the hormone therapy. Since I last spoke with you, I think it's been almost 4 months since I started the Lupron and Arimidex. I get the Lupron injection once a month and I take the Arimidex daily. It's definitely done a number on my body. It just puts it into that menopausal state a lot quicker than you would normally experience it. And I am not able to take any sort of hormone replacement therapy, so it's definitely challenging. Whereas most of the time, when your body is low on estrogen or progesterone, you can take hormone replacements to kind of balance you back out. But in my case, that would be dangerous. So I just kind of have to learn to live without them, and it's not been fun. But there are nights where I'm literally laying there going, I don't know if I can do this anymore. But then there are the days where I make it through and I'm okay. Some are worse than others. I think it has to do with the levels that that day. I feel like they kind of go all, they're not streamlined. They're up and down, and some days I'll be in tears nonstop and sensitive, and then other days I'll feel fine, but I'll be very, very tired. And I think too that's just me being that's me recovering still from the last year. I've kind of jumped back into what used to be normal life for me, and I have to find my new normal and be patient with myself, getting back to things. I started seeing a behavioral health counselor. They offer that for free through the Cancer Institute, and it has helped me. I've only been to 2 sessions so far, but it's definitely helped me to realize that it's okay to feel the way that I do and where I'm at in my journey. I think a lot of times when the major treatments end, you kind of get thrown back into life, and you're mentally and physically you're not ready, you're not there yet. And it can take a good 6 to 12 months for your body to be back in line, to have the energy and the endurance to get back to normal things. She explained it really well, the whole process of cancer and treatment, sort of like a hurricane, where it just blows in and wreaks havoc and causes a lot of destruction, and then it blows out and the destruction is still there, and it takes a long time to rebuild. So it can be a lonely place too, and I think now more than ever it's important to surround myself with other survivors or other people who have supported survivors, and just maybe get involved with volunteering in that area. Just surrounding yourself with people who understand, because not everyone is going to understand, and you can't expect them to understand unless they've been through it. But it's definitely a lonely place if you don't kind of force yourself to get involved with other survivors. Back to the side effects, I have dealt with a lot of hot flashes, a lot of fatigue, more than I was expecting. Honestly, I feel a lot better in some ways, but I'm not able to really exercise yet without worrying that it might cause some sort of injury because of my surgery, my double mastectomy and reconstruction. I still can't really lift this arm very high, let alone do any sort of weightlifting. Or the Cancer Institute that I got my chemo through offers like a wellness program. I think it's a 12-week wellness program, and they start up every so often. The classes are full, but I inquired about it, and they said that they will start another class in January, which is a few months from now. So I'm just going to do, light exercises like I have been, which is pretty much just your daily chores, but it's an exercise to me. So whether it be cleaning the house or doing some work out in the yard, and I push myself pretty hard. I mean, on a weekend, I could spend an entire day out in the yard. So, I'll just continue to do things like that, and then wait until the program to start, different exercises, and then after the program's over, dive back into things that I enjoy, like yoga. I've been dealing with some adult acne, which really is frustrating, but I've learned to kind of work around it. I had to change my face routine as far as the products that I use, the makeup that I use, which you kind of got to do that with the weather anyway, and we're going into winter. We were in the dead of summer when I started the medication, and the humidity was horrible, so I had to deal with all of that too, and that's always kind of bothered my skin, to be honest with you. But I've managed to find different face washes and makeup to keep it at bay. But I was starting to get like some light scarring along here because it was like that deep-rooted hormonal acne. No fun. As far as weight's concerned, it's pretty much stayed the same. I definitely haven't gained anything, knock on wood, but I haven't really lost. So my appetite's not as good as it was, but I still eat a lot of protein and high, like good fats, so it kind of helps me to keep from losing weight. Insomnia is horrible. My oncologist gave me Ambien, but to be honest with you, I don't really like it because it makes it really hard to get up the next day. And I was going through a period where I was taking it every night because I just couldn't sleep. So regardless of whether or not I took it, I was tired the next day. Well, I'm on an antidepressant too. I've been on it for the last 10 years or so, and it causes insomnia. So that mixed with I think it was the Arimidex that caused it as well. There were just nights where I was just like, I give up. I'm not even going to try and sleep. I'm just going to get up and watch TV or whatever, read a book until I start to doze off. So I asked the doctor if I could cut back on my Wellbutrin, which is the antidepressant I've been on. And I cut the dose in half, and it's only been about 4 days, but I'm already sleeping at night without the Ambien. So I think that was a huge contributor to my insomnia. And I'm not saying there's not going to be nights where I'm still going to have to take the sleep aid, but I would rather not take it. And if this continues, then I'll just, as long as I'm feeling good, like emotionally and mentally, I will, continue taking the half dose. I also felt some uncomfortability and tightness in my chest, rapid heartbeat with the Arimidex, to the point to where it's been very, very uncomfortable. And I've literally asked my husband, at what point should I be calling the doctor or going into the ER because I feel like I might be having a heart attack, or is it a panic attack? I don't know. It just feels like a lot of stuff going on in here that's very, very uncomfortable, and I shouldn't be feeling that every other day. But I will tell you, and again, this could be way too early to read too much into it, but I haven't really felt that the last few days. And again, I cut my dose of the Wellbutrin. So I have a feeling that the dose I was on of my Wellbutrin mixed with the other drugs that I've started taking for the hormone therapy just were not interacting very well. Or maybe they were, altogether, they were just too strong for my body. The hair is growing back really well. I got it kind of chopped off. It's kind of it's more uniform now. So as it grows out, it'll just feel more normal. I've still got some new growth. I think the layer kind of starts around here. So I was actually able to cut bangs this time, and there's just a lot more to work with, and it feels good. So I'm doing good there. I did see my nurse, the same nurse that I had throughout chemo, gives me my Lupron injections at the infusion center, and she actually told me that they have two Colcat machines that they offer their patients. So I thought that was kind of cool. I guess it's happening, so I think that, I'm not quite sure what the results are, but I definitely think that if it's something that you're interested in, if you're going through treatment or you're going to have to go through treatment, ask your doctor about that, because they may have a better alternative than the system that I used. Because things, there weren't a lot of options at the time, just a year ago. So imagine as time goes on, I think it will become a lot easier of a process if you wanted to keep your hair. So that's good news. This past Sunday, I attended the Susan G. Komen More Than Pink Walk. I actually had a team, and we raised a little over $1,000 to go towards their cause. So that was really cool. I got to walk with the survivors, and it was just a really neat event to be a part of, and to see all those survivors was very encouraging, and I think it's important, like I said earlier, to just get involved in things like that. It's October, so I'm definitely raising awareness wherever I can, and I would like to ask you do the same, and all you women out there, make sure you do your self-checks, get your mammograms. If there's anything in question, talk to your doctor about it, and don't wait. But I think that's all I have, and I'll try and get on here more frequently. Thank you to all of my subscribers, and please let me know, post if you have any questions or comments, and I'll get back to you. But other than that, I think that's it. So you guys have a great night, great month. Hopefully I'll get on here sooner than later, so give you an update. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.